Your New Year's resolutions failed in 3 weeks. It wasn't because you are lazy, it was because you were lied to. You were told, set big goals, stay motivated, just do it. But here's what nobody told you. Motivation is unreliable, willpower always runs out, and the goals alone change nothing. In the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you a formula created by James Clear in New York Times bestseller book Atomic Habits that makes habits in autopilot, so you never rely on your motivation again. By the end, you will have a complete system that you can implement today. But first, let me show you why everything you tried before was designed to fail. This is called the Valley of Disappointment, and it's where 92% of New Year's resolutions go to die. Here's how it works. You start working out, week 1, no abs. Week 2, no abs. Week 3, still no abs. So you quit, right before the breakthrough. That's your habits. The San Antonio Spurs basketball team has this quote in their locker room. A stonecutter hammers a rock 100 times with no crack, then splits it on blow 101. It wasn't that blow, it was all that came before. But here's the real problem. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall down to the level of your system. Winners and losers have the same goals. The goal isn't the differentiator, your system is. If you can get better by 1% every day for a year, you will end up 37 times better by the time you're done. If you get 1% worse each day, you will decline nearly down to zero. James Clear was a star athlete whose life was shattered literally by a baseball bat to the face. He didn't recover by thinking big, he recovered through atomic habits, small, 1% wins that compounded until he became an All-American. He spent years studying neuroscience, psychology, and biology to reverse engineer how habits actually form. And he distilled it into 4 laws. Make it obvious, this creates the cue. Make it attractive, this creates the craving. Make it easy, this creates the response. And make it satisfying, this creates the reward. Let me break down each one with action steps so you can use it today. Law 1. Make it obvious. Right now you are on autopilot. You see your phone, you check it. You smell food, you eat it. Not because you decided to, because the cue was obvious and your brain executed an automatic response. Want to stop eating junk food? Don't keep it in the house. Want to stop scrolling at night? Charge your phone in another room. But here's how you build good habit. Implementation intentions. Sound fancy, is just be stupidly specific. Here's a bad one. I will work out more. Here's a good one. I will work out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. in my bedroom for 20 minutes. Habit stacking. After I, current habit, I will, new habit. Here are some examples. After I pour my coffee, I will do 10 push-ups. After I sit down at my desk, I will write 1 sentence. Chain your habits, one cue triggers the next. Environment design. People often choose products not because of what they are, but because of where they are. Every habit is initiated by a cue, and we are more likely to notice cues that stand out. Here's the strategy. One space, one use. The kitchen is for cooking, the office is for working. If your space is limited, divide your room into activity zones. A chair for reading, a desk for writing, a table for eating. Every habit should have a home. Here's the action step 1. Pick one habit, make it specific, stack it on an existing routine, change your environment to see the cue for that habit. Law 2. Make it attractive. Dopamine, the motivation chemical, doesn't spike when you get the reward, it spikes in anticipation. Researchers scanned people's brains while planning a vacation versus being on the vacation. Planning lit up their dopamine centers more than the actual trip. Your brain is a wanting machine. So how do you weaponize that? Temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. After I study for 30 minutes, I can scroll social media for 10. After I do my morning pages, I can have my fancy coffee. Here's the action step. Find something you need to do, pair with something you want to do. Law 3. Make it easy. Here's the mistake that kills most habits. You try to be a hero on day 1. I'm gonna work out 2 hours every day. I'm gonna write 10 pages. And by day 3, you have failed. Here's the solution from the book, the 2-minute rule. When you start a habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. Read 30 pages becomes read 1 page. Do 100 push-ups becomes put your gym clothes on. And write a book becomes write 1 sentence. Here's the action step for you. What is the 2-minute version of your new habit you're trying to create? Remove 1 friction from your good habits and add 1 friction to your bad habits. Law 4. Make it satisfying. The problem with good habits: delayed rewards. You work out today, see abs in 90 days. You save money today, retire rich in 40 years. Bad habits: delayed consequences. Fast food tastes amazing now, weight gain shows later. Instagram feels good now, wasted time haunts you later. This is called time inconsistency, and that's why willpower fails. Your solution? Make your good habits immediately satisfying. James Clear mentioned a paperclip strategy. You start with 120 paperclips in one jar. After each task, you move one to the other jar. Watching it becomes addictive. The visual progress is immediately satisfying. You can also use a habit tracker app or just put X on a calendar. Habit tracking is satisfying. You are focused on the process rather than the result. You are not fixated on getting six-pack abs, you're just trying to keep the streak alive. And here's the golden rule James Clear lives by: never miss twice. Missing one is life. Missing twice is the start of a new habit, the wrong one. Here's the action step. How will you track your habit? Pick one method, start today, never miss twice. But here's what makes all of this stick, and most people never figure this out. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Do 10 push-ups, that's a vote for I'm someone who is fit. Write 1 page, that's a vote for I'm a writer. Clear says it perfectly. The goal is not to read a book, it's to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon, it's to become a runner. Here's the 2-step process. Step 1, decide who you want to be. Step 2, prove it to yourself with small wins. Don't ask, what do I want? Ask, who do I want to be? Your identity emerges from your habits, and your habits reinforce your identity. It's a feedback loop, either lifts you up or drags you down. Choose who you are becoming and then vote for that person in every single action. You also need to reflect and review every year. Reflection and review enable for long-term improvement. Clear gives examples from his life. Each December, he performs annual review. He asks these questions: how many articles did I publish? How many workouts did I put in? How many new places did I visit? He also performs integrity report in each summer. Here are some of the questions he asks. What are the core values that drive my life and work? How am I living and working with integrity right now? How can I set a higher standard in the future? Can one coin make a person rich? Can a tiny change transform your life? Probably not. But what if you made another and another? At some point, you will have to admit that your life actually transformed with one small change. It's not about single 1% improvement. It's about thousands of them. It's a bunch of atomic habits stacking up, each one a fundamental unit of the overall system. Eventually, if you stick with it, you hit a tipping point. The secret to getting results that last is to never stop making improvement. It's remarkable what you can build if you just don't stop. One habit won't change your life, but 1,000 tiny habits stacked and compounded over the years, that's how you become unrecognizable. Success isn't a finish line. It's a system you run forever. And here's what you do right now. Pick one habit, make it obvious where and when, make it attractive, pair it with something you want to do, make it easy, what's the 2-minute version of your new habit, and make it satisfying. How will you track it? Comment your habit below, make yourself accountable. And if this video gives you a system that you can implement in your life and transform your life, hit that like button. And I will continue to break down the books that actually transform your life. Because it's remarkable what you can build when you just don't stop. See you in the next one.